The meeting to order. In accordance with the open meeting law, please be advised the meeting is being recorded.
Recording in progress.
Okay. I'll start again. At 6 o'clock, we'll call the meeting to order. In accordance with the requirement of the open meeting law, please be advised that this meeting is being recorded and broadcast live over the Lunenburg Public Access channel on Facebook Live on the Public Access Facebook page. And will be uploaded to the Lunenburg Access YouTube after the meeting. This meeting will be held in person at the location provided on this notice. Members of the public are welcome to attend this meeting in person. Please note that while an option for remote attendance or participation is being provided as a courtesy to the public, the meeting will not be suspended or terminated if technological problems interrupt the virtual broadcast unless otherwise required by law. The members of the public with particular interest in any specific item on this agenda should make plans for in-person versus virtual attendance accordingly. Thank you. Let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And I need to hit the OK button up here. Okay. All right, so just in case that didn't catch it, we're at the Lunenburg Cemetery Commission meeting, 6 o'clock, September 25th. So let's review and approve minutes. Let's look at the July 30th meeting minutes, 2025. Has you had a chance to look at those? Any comments on the meeting minutes?
No.
No, I make a motion, we approve the July 30th meeting minutes.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Now let's go on to the September, let's see, was it
The ninth.
9th, 2025 for our Lunenburg North Cemetery. I'll spell north correctly there. Site visit. Any comments on the minutes?
No.
No.
No comments. Can I have a motion to accept?
Motion to approve the September 9th, 2025 minutes.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, now we'll be on to the September 18th, 2025 meeting minutes, our visit to South Cemetery. Any comments on the meeting minutes?
No. Make a motion, we approve the September 18th.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. So our meeting minutes are all approved. I wanted to go over the account funds. We motioned a number of expenditures. I have put it together in a spreadsheet format, and you can see it on the screen too. And the expenses that we've itemized, what was quoted, what we have agreed to expend by motion. And so if I just go down the list, we had the Memorial Day flower plantings, the secure file cabinet, the Sims software maintenance agreement, the North Cemetery backlot expansion, the North Cemetery stone wall repair, the North Cemetery hedge replacement, the roadside trimming of the brush and trees along North Cemetery, and North Cemetery front hedge trimming was a quote, and South Cemetery gravestone straightening and repair was a quote. So we motioned for the Memorial Day flower plantings, the secure file cabinet, the Sims software, the North Cemetery backlot expansion, the stone wall repair, and the North Cemetery hedges. So that the actual backlot expansion will come out of the capital plan that we received a $50K at our Springtown meeting. But then we have a remainder for what we agreed to spend of $13,799.64. And if I look at the perpetual care and capital transfer that we did last year and allocate, I have a total of $9,435 out of the perpetual care and $4,364 out of the capital transfer. And if I take the available funds here for perpetual care, we had $20,078. So that leaves us with $10,643. And out of the capital transfer, if I take out of that $10,606, the $4,364, that leaves us with $6,241 and some change. So we got it.
So you took some of them from perpetual, and then
Yeah, and then
the
that's
software you took from capital.
yeah, and I guess that's up to discussion. And I think we should probably get together with the town manager and the finance director to see exactly where these specific expenditures should come
Right,
out of.
right.
Yeah.
Because we have the two funds.
Because every time I go over there, they ask me where I want it from, and when in the past, it's always been they decided
Right.
where it was going to come out of. But you do know that there's a new finance director coming in.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
Do you know when they're gonna start?
So I think
I
maybe like the site visit, we should ask to sit down for a half hour with the finance director.
Right,
And
yeah,
just go over the funds and how they think, different expenses should come out of which funds. So that was kind of me subjectively putting them in just to get the total. And
But the actual
we need
amount-
the real actuals from the finance director too. These are the numbers we've had for months now. So I think they're accurate, but they don't include any additional interest.
From what they told me, I
or
believe
sale of-
November. is-
Sale of lots deposit.
I think the end of October or sometime in November is when we get the next statement
Okay.
of what, from what they were telling me. Do you have listed what the balance is so that we have, so we can subtract the 13 and get the actual number that's left in the account without using capital? Do you have on your spreadsheet what the,
Yeah, well, you can see right up here, right? So we're looking at we're looking at the total of
the funds left is 10,000
and the
and the 6.
16.
So we got 16,
Right.
16.8 left, roughly.
right, 16,800, and then,
And out of
um,
that is 13,799.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's already taken out of these two.
It is already taken
It's
out.
already taken out. So this is the total less what we've expended. The 16,800. Now, if we look here, we still want to do the 13,550.
So we have 16,885 left after we made those expenses.
Not the uncommitted ones.
No, the other ones.
Yeah, after these.
After you took the 13,799
Yeah,
and we have
And-
16 left.
yeah.
Okay.
But we still have front hedge trimming
Right.
and straightening. So that's
That's gonna be
21. So we
Yeah. You don't have enough.
we don't have enough yet unless we get up-to-date numbers on interest from the funds.
In the past, has the trimming come out of our account or did it come out of what you had extra in yours?
Could go either way.
Yeah.
I just don't know if that's
Well,
considered maintenance or.
Well, up until, you know, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, you guys funded everything, the outhouse, all the gas and all that stuff, and then we were able to get 10,000 from the town, and then Bill was able to get another 10 for 20. So that's good, because then we used that money plus your money.
Right.
But again, we didn't get anything from the town, it was always you guys
Right.
helping me out, paying for the gas and all that
Right.
stuff.
No, I understand
Right,
that.
yeah.
I'm just wondering if we have
It's
to
up to you.
pull more, or do you have anything left
So
for this year's
This year goes to July 1st, our.
Right.
Right,
Oh,
so we
that's
gotta
fine.
be careful, we have to be
This year
careful,
is
because
over.
we still have to pay for the
We're only
kids, the
3
kids to
months
pay,
into
to
this
help.
year.
Oh.
The
The
kids,
kids.
that money.
yeah,
that's
your
right.
budget.
Right.
So you don't want to.
But
So
that
we gotta be
comes out
careful.
of-
August,
Right,
September.
right.
Does that come out of personnel budget
Well,
or is
it comes out of the 20,000 that we get from the town,
July, August.
so we have to be careful,
I get
you
it.
know.
Oh, it doesn't come out of your personnel budget?
It comes out of the 20,000 that Bill was able to, Bill and Rob all was supposed to get 10, he got 10. And that we use that to pay the kids, I shouldn't say kids, the young men.
I know.
You know.
Yeah,
Um,
I didn't realize
But
that. I
before
thought
all
it
that
was-
happened, it was, you guys always help, you guys.
Right. No, I
I would come in
understand.
and ask you for stuff like that, you know.
So we do have the sale of lots fund of 94,494.
Right.
So that we can withdraw from that. The and
What happens if we do withdraw, but then by the end of this year, there's money left in the budget, does the town take it?
Yeah, whatever we don't spend goes back to the general fund.
Yeah.
Then we,
but that's July, right?
Yeah,
That's
We have
July
one-
30th. So we got a
that's-
ways to
that's-
wait.
Right. so
the end of June,
Yeah,
it's
right.
the end of
Right.
June.
And then July 1st, then we get that
Right.
then it
Right.
comes back around, right,
Okay,
Right.
right.
I'm trying to cover ourselves.
So we do have the sale a lot value here. The perpetual care we can't touch. We're working off of just the interest.
Interest.
Correct.
And so if we go back, we're close here, but we'd be a little bit
So if we took an extra 10, we would have enough to cover.
yes.
And you have to do that by this week, this meeting.
Well,
Because we got an email saying that, I thought it was for the town meeting in November. It has
Right.
to be approved
okay.
by October 1st.
Now, Ezekiel was saying we don't have to do a town meeting approval of these funds. These are trust funds, right? Do we need, so we could put it down.
I thought the 10,000 every year went through the town.
Well,
It did, but he
it
was-
would go through the warrant, and then.
The warrant.
We would get it, they would stand up and say, we wanna give,
Right.
10,000, give it to the cemetery
That-
for embellishment and
Goes through
fixing
every
stuff.
year.
Right, exactly.
Through the town.
Right, exactly.
But you're
But
saying
we're
Ezekiel says you don't
the warrant is to transfer funds from the 94
Right.
in. And he was saying that technically, we don't have to put this on the town warrant to transfer the fund.
That's good.
That's
So
good, but
we could make a motion to do it here in case
Yeah,
in case the new guy doesn't
doesn't agree.
The new person, I don't know who's going to.
So.
Okay,
Do you,
why don't we do?
you want to do that?
you wanna
Okay.
do that?
you can do that.
And we may not need
Do you
to if
agree with
they
Yeah, I
give
do.
us
Okay.
fresh data for interest earnings and all.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so I make a motion that we ask for another $10,000.
And I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Put that back up again, would you? Oh, you're writing.
Probably don't need to do this, but. Okay.
It's from
Oh,
sale of lots. Okay.
yeah, we should say that from the sale of lots fund. Okay. Okay. Okay, any other conversation on our finances here, our funds? I was watching the, just for, the trust fund commissioners meeting, they had Bartholomew out. And they were going over the funds in general, where they said the total assets were 2.1 million. They mentioned 1.66 million of that is non-expendable, so it's only interest coming out of that. So we have a good, overall as a town, a good gap in place, our safety gap that you can't deplete your funds. They have a management fee of 0.35%, I believe. They said they were running a 60-40 equity bonds mix. So that seems fairly aggressive, or, you know, typically these trust funds are very conservative. So, and no penalties for withdrawals and no tax on the gains.
Which is pretty good,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it looks, and so we need to get a handle around just exactly how they're managing ours, but I think it's just a lumped fund, and then everything
is a
just
lump.
takes on.
From what everything I've read and seen, they do all the towns, except for the library, they do all the towns in one.
Okay, so that, any other questions on the funds?
No.
No.
Okay. We can go on to the, oh, I haven't been watching Zoom here. I don't see anybody in here. Okay. Just us.
Is there, I noticed it's not on here, but the superintendent or the director needs to talk about what they're doing also.
Well, we have the backlot expansion. Yes, I should have put that in too, if you wanted to embellish a little off of the north and south cemetery.
We should do that first because it might might talk about the rest of this.
Okay.
Yeah, so the engineering, so as far as we know, it's moving along. There was an engineer out this week, right?
Yeah.
Doing a little more survey work, and what else did he say?
Elevations, they were doing elevation shots and all that, try to get all the grades, like we had talked about when we talked about the height of
Depth.
it, right?
Yeah.
So they wanna make sure they get all that right, because we gotta be above that ledge. So that's what they were trying to get, all those numbers together.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's
It's moving along pretty good, they said, and I saw the preliminary, and everything looked good, I mean, like we had talked about, it looks like it's coming along good, I think we're gonna be able to expand it right to the tree line, like we had talked about, so that gives us another, what was that one square was what, 600, 700?
almost 800.
Almost, I think now we're gonna be able to go back another 30 feet, 30, 40 feet, right up to the tree line.
How do we know if the 50 is gonna be enough?
We don't
We
know
don't.
yet.
When will we know?
Not until they finish the plan and then do some calculations on
Yeah.
at cost estimating.
January, February, March?
Whenever they get
Before
there.
July?
Put it in
You
there.
know how engineers are.
Yeah.
We gotta wait for them to figure it all out.
I don't know if they put a
They don't
time
give
frame.
you a schedule?
No, they just, but they've been
Was it in the quote?
down
I don't
there.
remember.
Right.
They were down there this week, they were down last week, they, you know, I talked to Greg, Mr. Case, talked to him,
So do we have, I guess when you put this together, or a bid or whatever, do you put in a time frame to do it by?
yeah.
We can, yeah.
Bill can,
Okay.
yeah, he can get some.
And when's the time frame? I didn't see it, so,
Yeah, well, it's better in the summer, right? So,
Yeah.
okay,
we don't want them there in the winter.
right,
It doesn't
okay.
make sense, so
So by the end of the summer, or,
hopefully,
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't know what you put in for the time frame for the bid, you know.
Well, the sooner
we
we
haven't
get-
written it yet, so.
right, the sooner we get it.
Haven't written the
Oh,
bid
no,
yet.
no, we have to
No.
get the
Well,
engineering.
well,
No, you
look,
need
yeah,
engineering
let's hang
first.
on, because they're just out there gathering data now.
Right,
So they've got to get their data in order to put this all together to
Right.
do the plan. So then they can determine,
Okay,
no,
Right.
they're just
Yeah.
scoping the data to build the plan. So that would be how long, you know,
Yeah. he did
we
put it
need
in
the
there.
plan before they can quote and estimate the actual contract.
Yeah, he
Right.
put,
okay, I understand.
So we really just,
But the amount of, but what we're paying them came out of the 50, right?
yes,
It
that'll
did.
come out of the
It will,
50.
Okay.
yeah. He has 4 to 6 weeks for that piece of the engineering.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they have to do the wetlands filing if required. I don't know if they flagged yet.
All they did was flag the water, they just flagged the watermarks, you know, I don't know if they came in off the 100 feet, I don't think they did the 100 feet, but they did tag some water areas, you know.
Okay, so they should know that pretty
Yeah,
soon.
right.
So the 46 weeks would be like 10 months.
No,
4 to 6 weeks.
to 6.
Oh, 4 to 6, I
Yeah.
thought you
Yeah.
said 46.
Yeah, so we really need to
46.
let
Okay.
them get their handle
Right.
around
Right.
finishing the site survey,
Right.
and then we'll have this plan in 4 to 6
Right,
weeks,
'cause they're gonna
Yeah.
show us how much gravel we
Right.
need, how much loom we need, how much, you know, all that stuff, they're gonna tell us all that.
Right.
And Bill's gonna figure all that out after,
Right.
you know.
No, they are.
Well, he's gonna be,
So they'll give you
for sure.
the plan and cost estimate and all, and then
Yes.
you can look at it and
Right.
determine
Right.
how we wanna go. So then you gotta figure out how you're gonna break that out to bid it, right?
Right.
yeah.
And that was 11,435.
And that's with the conservation
Right.
applications and, but
Yeah.
maybe that won't be necessary. If that's not required, we
Yeah.
can save money.
Yeah. Yeah, 1143, right.
Which,
So
trust me, that's very inexpensive for engineering, even for a
Yeah.
Yeah,
project
no,
this
I'm just
size.
figuring we got about 35,000 left. Okay,
How much? 30?
30,
35,000.
yeah, I have
Okay.
it down here on
On
this,
this
this
spreadsheet.
column here.
Oh,
The
okay.
50,
38,000.
50,
Yep.
38.
Oh, okay, all right.
And that's
That's
if we-
after the-
that's with
That's after the
conservation.
11,335.
Yeah, so hopefully we can stay away from conservation filings. Or it would be nice, since we're a board and conservation's a board, can we just cut out the middleman and say, here's what we're doing? And,
I wish.
you know, that's, you know, you have to come out, go around to the state and come back in and pay the guy in the next office to have a meeting.
Okay,
It would be a way to save money,
yep.
you know,
It Depends on where the wetlands
Yeah.
are.
within
How close it is to
municipalities.
where we're working, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's, okay, so that's where we are on the backlot expansion and any other items. We're on the North Cemetery.
about the hedges and stuff, they wanna talk
Oh,
about that.
Yeah,
We got our shrubs in. Shrubs
Yeah, I
came
saw
in.
them, he
I
looked
saw
good.
that.
Yeah, they came in.
they look really good.
They
They
do,
did.
they look nice.
Yeah.
Box
very nice.
guys, Lakeview, they picked up
They
some
have
nice
to,
ones.
from what I could see, the one, because of the rain,
Yeah.
it dipped in with the dirt, so we have to have more fill in.
I'll probably put a little bit of loom there, but I
Yeah.
think tomorrow, they're still coming back tomorrow to finish cleaning up, and
Yeah.
I'll check with them and see what we gotta do, but they made the nice mold around all of them, and then we still got 7 more to do, we got 4 to do
Yep,
by the pipe,
I saw.
and then we got the
yeah.
3 down all the way at the very end,
Yeah.
you know? We were able to take,
Now, are you gonna mound it up like you, do the other,
well, they made the grade high,
yeah,
so there's already, the moat's already there, so when I water, I'll be able to just pour it right in the moat, and I'll do that right until the snow flies, until we get the frost. And then, you know, Mother Nature will take over,
Good.
and they'll go dormant, and then first thing in the spring,
yeah,
boom,
they look really good.
yeah,
Yeah,
Great.
nice plants.
yeah, they're beautiful.
What about some of the other that we talked about, the ones that you can see can we cut them down a little bit more?
Yeah,
What
once
do
I
you
get
call-
some kids, once
what do
I
you
get some
call
more
that?
help, yeah,
Some of the stumps,
yeah.
it
Yeah.
depends
Yeah.
on,
We don't wanna damage
yeah.
the other
Right,
ones, but there are
right.
some that are separate still,
Right,
that if we
Yeah.
can cut down.
right, we don't
a
wanna
little
pull those out, we wanna, what we'll do is we'll shovel down, I'll
bit. Just
do
take it down.
below the grade, cut it, and then put the loom on top, right?
Yeah.
But I need a little, I need a little help,
Okay,
okay?
I was just
That's why
asking.
we got the ad out right now to try and get some workers.
Yeah, so we had an interview today, we like the
Yeah.
guys, so hopefully
The
it
other
works
ones
out.
aren't coming back?
Well, they went to
We had
school,
2,
and they went to school,
they're college
yeah.
kids, so they went back to school. So
Yeah.
we're trying to hire 2 more. So we had an interview today, we really liked them,
Yeah.
and we have an interview tomorrow morning,
Yeah, so,
so
that's right, 8 o'clock, that's right, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Good.
hopefully it works out.
Yeah, and they're a big help, because they'll be able to help me water the trees, and, you know, and do like what you asked, you wanna cut some of those roots down and do that, and we'll-
Good. Yeah,
it's a big help.
okay.
Oh, I just wanted to touch on the hedge trimming. What was the timeline we're trying to get that in? We had
For the south,
no, for the north, we had the Bullock.
It's every 2
Brothers.
years.
yeah,
It's done.
yeah, it's all done, it's all done, they finished it the other day.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
we have that
Yep.
committed
Yeah,
then.
You can, yeah, you guys are gonna take care of that, I think Bill, Sam,
Well, they haven't voted on it.
oh yeah, you guys are gonna vote,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
they're all
so
done.
that's
Yeah. So they
been done.
cleaned up both sides, and Donna and I
Yeah.
took a ride down through,
It looks
got
good.
everything looks really good.
It's very
And
clean.
now, you know, once we're gonna do some fertilization before the winter, and I think, like I told Dawn, I think it's gonna cut that time down to get those things to really start to really come in, and, because if
Okay.
you look at it, you can see all the little beads on there, or, you know.
Right, I did
And
take
and
a
it
look.
really,
Okay.
it even Mark's guys, Mark Bursch, Lakeview guys were saying, there's a lot of growth that's gonna come back. It takes a little bit of time, because we really had to go after them, to make them, shape them up and do what we did.
Right.
But
Right,
if they're
But
gonna
we're
come
gonna do
back,
this every 2 years, right?
we're gonna trim them every 2 years.
2
Yeah,
years.
hopefully, that would give like a plan, a management thing, like,
Right.
yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah.
Because then you keep them that size, and just keep letting them fill in, let them
right,
fill in.
right,
And don't forget, that's 1,000 feet, so that's a good little ways.
right,
you know?
right, it is.
So did they come in exactly at the number here?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was good.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty good. We've had them for
Yeah.
a while.
Both Lakeview, and we've had Lakeview and Bolac, and we've had Katie Forrester. and
Okay. Do
we've
we
had
need a
some really good
motion
people.
to do that then?
What's that?
For to expend it?
Yeah.
A motion to,
Oh, I thought we did that already, according to your, didn't we do all these expended by motion already?
the 7,500?
Nope. that's
No, the
fine.
5875, the hedges.
Oh, that was to buy the bushes and install the bushes.
Oh.
But we didn't cover the hedge
Oh,
trimming.
okay.
Which is 7,500.
Yeah.
Down below, yeah. So,
Okay,
yeah, we got.
I make a motion that we approve the hedge trimming for $7,500 by, who did it?
Was it Moran?
Excuse me,
Who
no.
did the hedges?
I think we
Bolac
could,
Brothers.
Bolac,
Bolac
Bolac
Brothers.
Brothers, yeah.
So I second the motion.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye,
Thank you.
Yeah,
You did it.
thank you.
Yeah.
okay.
We're getting there, we're gonna get some things done.
Just, I thought we weren't going to use, we did now. I thought we weren't gonna use Bolak because of what happened in
Well,
the past.
Like I said.
I don't wanna
before,
go back
It's up
to-
to you guys, but.
Yeah,
Whoever we get, whether, like I said, whether it's Lakeview, Bolak, Katie Forrester,
yeah,
Jacobs, I mean, everybody's, they're all townies, you know what I mean? They're not gonna, you know, they're gonna do good work, you know what I mean, no matter who we get. Then whoever comes in with the lowest price too, right? That's what we want.
well, as long as we approved
Mm-hmm.
anything over that, we have to prove it.
Yeah.
We have to know why and explain to the town why,
Yep,
right?
for Mark, for the hedges, the plants.
Anything that's over,
The hedges that Mark Bursch his guys just did, I asked the Bolaks to price it, they were a little bit high, so Mark got that. And then I asked Mark to price the trimming for the hedges, and Bolak got it because he was cheaper than Mark. And then I asked Einstein, we asked Einstein.
my understanding though, from the Massachusetts law is that we don't have to go with the lowest one if we can prove why we want the next person in line to do it. Is that true? We have to tell the
Right,
town?
for under 10,000, yes.
Okay.
Right, I think the problem with that initial cut a couple years ago was, they were so bad.
Yeah.
It-
She
it
saw the
just-
tape.
I did, I
We
saw
cut
the
out so
pictures.
much,
I
You
did,
saw the
they
tape.
didn't look
That's-
great,
right.
right? But look at them now, after they've trimmed them.
Right.
They look amazing right now.
So I
They're
did
all
see-
trimmed up real beautiful.
So,
Yeah.
excuse
Oh, I'll
me
drive
for
by,
interrupting.
yeah.
I think Donna, you should take them over, well, you can't do
Well,
it
you know
because it's
what?
quorum, yeah, but
But you know what?
remember the 200 feet?
Well, I did see the pictures of the snowstorm
Yeah.
and how they cracked and broke.
Well, I saw that too. I mean,
Yeah.
I was here
Okay.
during the snowstorm.
But I think that
It's
if
just-
if trees break, it's gonna be hard to make them look good anyways, because they're already,
So,
broken in
right.
half.
Once the
Yes.
main's broke, once the main snapped, that's it, you gotta take them out, you can't, there's nothing you can do about it. That's why they were so sporadic.
Mm-hmm.
But then everything underneath, it was just, some of them busted, you had to take them out. So you had to kinda even it out, even everything out. And then like I said, you gotta cut all the dead stuff off the
Right,
trunk.
right.
And then cut in between them so the sun can get in there, like the south. And they're gonna, I think they're gonna come back great, I really do. Plus, we got fertilizer. We didn't use any fertilizer in the south, and if you take a look at those, they came back great, and we gotta trim those in the spring.
So we
Yeah,
should just try to give it some time and see what's the
Yeah,
worst.
I would say 2
scenario.
years
yeah,
before we do
yeah.
anything else.
Yeah, I don't wanna, I don't wanna be the, playing buyer here and soliciting bids when these guys are that's
They're
their
they're
job.
watching
No,
over it.
I understand
We're
that.
not watching
That's-
over it.
So,
Right.
I think we're in good shape.
Yeah.
I think we're in good shape.
I wonder if we could play this 1.5-minute tape of the shrubs. Can they put it on the TV?
I don't know.
Can you put it on the TV, the tape of the shrub? I got a beautiful tape that shows the edges.
I don't think she knows what. I think you would have to
We could put it on the
download
site, right? We can put it on the site
63.
I don't know how you would
before
do
and
it.
after. But,
You have to upload it.
no,
to
I
something.
think we're in
You'd have
good
to
shape.
upload it to
I
YouTube.
mean, like you said, there's a number of contractors for every
Mm-hmm.
task, and I don't wanna
Yeah.
be second guessing your decisions.
Right,
If you're running to 3 quotes and
Right.
then looking at it and,
Yeah, as long as
This
we're
is-
following procurement laws.
This is this is after the 2.5 feet of snow, right? And it's only 1.5 minutes.
yeah, they're buried in it.
Yeah.
Right, right.
I'm in the track to get ready to plow everything.
Right.
See how they're all matted down? And there were so many broken ones. And you can hear me, I had just said, it's the worst I've ever seen. Dave, I'll show you this after if you'd like, So that's coming up to the new mausoleum. This is the entrance. Look at how laid down. Now, we've saved those. We
Right.
saved all
I
of them.
just can't believe that Lakeview would do that,
And then,
or anybody else,
and then this is the old mausoleum right there.
knocking down the way they did.
Yeah, that's the old mausoleum. And this is the 100 feet that was totally destroyed.
Right.
We've
That's the
seen
section we
what
just
Lakeview has
replaced.
done. Even if
Now this here,
it's-
those are the shrubs. If we had done that in the fall, all we needed was $3,000 to finish that, and they would have been. Oh, that's 100 feet that Lakeview did, and the next 100 feet Bolak did, and as you can see, they're all up. But because we didn't get a chance to do the other 700 feet, that's what happened.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is the end right here. See, look how high, just like they are today. And that's what happened. That's what happened.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't know if Dave, I don't know if you ever saw this video, but I'll show you later.
Do we have any other items on the North Cemetery, Bill, Todd?
I don't.
I've done a lot of cremations. When I always came in before, I used to tell you guys, I don't have a number, but I've been doing a lot of cremations. We did a couple burials last week, full burials. I think we're about, I think we're 12, we're 12 full, and about 20, 22, something like that for cremations. You saw my
For
calendar, all the
cremations?
circles,
Yes.
all those circles of
Yep.
burials.
Are the cremations in the vault or are they in the,
They're right in the ground, right in the
In the
ground.
ground.
Yeah, so remember, we do a foot by a foot, by
Right,
18
yeah.
inches on top of the wall, on top
so
of
we
the
haven't really filled up any more
Oh, on the niche wall?
on the niche
Yeah,
wall?
I got a couple, I sold a few. I got probably, I think there's like 50 already sold, and then I showed Donna
Yeah.
today.
Oh, there are 50 sold.
Yeah, something like that. There's 112, and we got, I think, like 50. But I got a folder full of like a dozen people that are just, just waiting
You wanna
to give
go
me a
in there.
check.
You don't want to
Wait.
sit down to get in, right?
Yeah, right. They just want to make the check out,
They're
They
dying
don't want
to
to make the
get in.
check out yet.
Right.
But they gotta hurry up, because when someone wants that lot, then I gotta say, well, hold on, I'll call the family, and then the next thing you know, they come down the check, and then I sell it to somebody else, So-
Now, the niche wall, do
wall.
you save it for a particular person?
Well,
Or-
that's that folder I got of 12 people, right? So they have it all figured out, ready to go. And I try to, if someone comes in, I try to say, well, I have somebody that's gonna buy that. And they're like, they're fine, dude. You got plenty of room. We got 112 squares. And
Right.
there's only like 50 of them, so.
But they
But they come in-
choose what they want.
Yeah, they choose what they want. And
Okay.
then
And you
Leominster
reserve
Monument.
it for them.
Yeah, Leominster Monument does all.
Like you do the graves. You
Exactly.
reserve it.
Exactly.
That's right, okay.
Okay.
I can't think of
I have
anything
to
else.
run.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything about the South Cemetery you want to mention before you go?
We can go right on to the south.
It's up
There was
it's up to
any-
you. I can't think of, we did the flailing.
Yeah,
Donna and
saw
I
that.
took a ride
Oh,
down.
yeah, how'd that come out?
Great. It did, now, when the guys go to do the wall, rebuilding the wall, see, I talked to Bob Ulo next door, great guy, and I talked to Jason next door and his wife. I didn't talk to her, but I talked to him, and he said, yeah, go ahead and do it. So we had Ray Moran come in, Jr. Ray came in with the flailing machine. Our machine is way too big. I don't want to put that out there. That thing's huge. So Ray came in and went behind the wall, so the guys that are gonna do the work, can step over the other side of the wall and toss the stones over the wall and then rebuild as they go. So they'll probably have a guy on the one.
Do you talk to the wife on the right side?
Yeah, I talked to the husband. He said, I gotta talk to him. He said, I gotta talk to my wife
Right.
first. And then I talked to him, he says, yeah, she says, you're all
Okay,
set.
good.
So, we're good.
Good.
Yeah, so that's all done. We just gotta approve that. That's all set, right? We can go ahead with that.
Well, we said we would pay for that.
Yeah, we said we would pay for that.
Yeah.
That was 3,000. So we'll see how they go. We'll see how far they get. I walked, Neto, great family, and we walked, and I showed them where they bumped out, where the trees were pushing, some of them, the walls fell back. And I told them, just whether it's 2 guys, 4 guys, just work $3,000 worth, stop and let me know, and we'll see how far they get and how good they do.
Do you know when they're gonna start?
We haven't really, figured it out yet. It'll be a couple of weeks because, he's got work all lined
Okay.
up, so. But he can do that anytime. As long as there's no snow on the ground, he can go right out there.
Okay.
That's nothing for him. Those
So
guys.
the plan is to figure out how far it's gonna be, and then
Yeah.
how much work to determine the rest?
Right, so if he has 2 guys, he goes as far as he can with 2 guys to $3,000.
Okay.
If he puts 4 guys out there, of course, they'll go a little further, but it's a little less.
Yeah, then we can estimate how much it would cost to do the rest of it.
So then you're gonna estimate, you do the south first, and then you go into the
Yeah,
north?
we'd like to, it's hard to try to do.
You
yeah,
can't do
let's-
both at the same
Right,
time.
I don't wanna let's stick, get everything done we can.
Do
in
one
this.
at a time.
Okay, so
Right.
that's actually the south, the stone
Yeah,
wall.
south.
Yes.
Okay, good, because we didn't have another 3K in there. Okay, perfect.
Now, we're gonna pay, Bill's gonna, so we'll pay for 3,000, we'll see how far they go. And then you guys say, wow, we'll give 3,000, we'll see if we can get all the way to the end.
I get
Something
it.
like that, that's be something you guys can make a decision on.
Okay,
I'm gonna step out with Bill for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so that's good. I think,
Okay. I can't think of anything, she was with me today, we went and checked
Yeah.
everything out, so.
it looks good, looks
Yeah.
great, looks clean.
The trees are
It
really,
looks, it looks 100% better,
And
because everything was hanging,
Yeah.
everything's clear and neat. Now-
and they're
now the
hanging so
leaves are on
far
the
that we
ground.
actually, remember what I was saying? They were hanging so far down, that
Yes.
now we gotta trim a
Yep.
little bit down the bottom.
Agreed.
okay.
It looks good.
And did you get? Well, we could. Donna knows. So did the North Cemetery too? Did you
Yes.
trim? Oh, okay. So all the trimming's done.
Yep,
Oh, perfect.
it looks good.
My Zoom meeting ended.
So what they do, call you?
No, I actually was gonna go down because I wanted to see the shrubs. Remember last week? Maybe, I can't remember one week from the other. But I called Todd and I wanted to, he had mentioned that he thought that we could get the shrubs back in a better format. From the last meeting, remember when we were looking at with Helen, the different plants and things to do?
The shrubs from
And,
where? The shrubs from South Cemetery?
no,
What
the
shrubs?
north. Remember what our last meeting was in the North Cemetery, I
Right,
think,
right,
right.
So I can't remember when was when. Todd indicated to me that he seemed to think that we could get the shrubs back into a fuller.
Exactly.
So I said, okay, well, I'd like to see what happened.
You're saying
to
shrubs, where,
the shrubs.
The
in
tree
front of
line.
the tree line?
Right.
Okay.
Well, the shrubs, I call them shrubs,
Cedars.
trees.
They're
I know.
trees,
I've
yeah.
got three names.
The hedges.
Whatever.
Shrubs.
They're hedges.
They're in the front of the North Cemetery,
The
whatever it
hedges.
is.
Okay.
So, I looked at it, I wanted to see the pictures of the actual snowstorm, because I didn't realize that's how it started.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
So-
bad.
You know, he seems to think that, he's indicated that he can bring it back to better fullness, so I thought, well, you know, instead of us putting these plants between the trees, because I did take a look at the front of the library, and I know that Helen was, she wanted like a more natural type thing, setting. And it's just, my opinion on that is it's a little messy for me. It doesn't look so formal, and I think a cemetery is a little bit more of a formal type thing versus casual. So that's just my impression.
Yeah, we can keep that in mind for other areas
Yeah.
in the back lawn.
Like
if
in the
it's
back.
In the
Like the
side, on that
edges.
side area that
Yeah.
comes up.
Like in front of the tree line,
Yeah.
that might be an option. I just don't think the
Yeah.
front, I mean, I'm open for discussion, but I think it is just too informal, a little bit too natural,
Mm-hmm.
and it needs to be a
She
little
was
bit
thinking
more.
about putting plants inside the trees?
Yes.
Right.
Did- were you-
As
Who-
Phil.
Helen, remember Helen?
I
Robin,
remember Helen,
Robin.
she's never mentioned anything about
No,
it.
no, it was Robin.
Was it
during the
Helen or
Robin,
walk,
you mean?
Robin.
Robin.
Oh,
Excuse me,
Yeah.
but the woman who was there.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never approved that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying we approved it.
Yeah,
It
no,
was just a
That was just a
discussion.
suggestion that she
Right.
had
okay,
made.
yeah.
That's
But
all.
like I told Don, I says, even if you start doing that, then all those trees on the other side, all the leaves,
Yeah,
that's where they blow.
Right.
And it'll just.
It would be too much
It'll be,
underneath.
now I'm already trying to get them out of there for a
Right,
reason.
no. It wasn't
make it
gonna-
look clean.
I don't think we should have done it anyways, but
Yeah.
it was just her suggestion.
Yeah, it was just-
We'd
yeah.
have to bring it up at the meeting anyways.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just,
Yeah, no, we
No.
can keep that on
it's just, you
on
know.
our thought process
Yeah.
of how to
Right, for
integrate.
future things.
But I like what Dave said about trimming, cutting down the stumps that we had to take out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Dig a little bit down,
Yeah.
cut them below grade, put some loom over the top of it, and it's done. Can't even see them.
Yeah, the ones that are singular, that don't interfere with the, because if you cut some that interfere, then you killed everything.
Right, we don't want to
You
chance
don't
that.
want to do that.
And Donna saw it was 148 years, right? We had 148 years?
Yes,
1,300, 1,300
they're old.
yeah, so you can imagine. They last 148 years, so, I mean, and I think they'll come back. I think they're gonna come back. I think that I really do. And with this fertilizer.
During
I
the
think
Civil
it's-
War, I got pictures of that.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
During this, they were marching in uniform
never saw
during the
those.
Civil War, yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, no, I'll try to get it on for you.
Okay.
Okay, what's next?
So we had been talking about grants. I know I took some actions to get, but I haven't circled back on that yet. But I'll put that back up toward the front burner.
Are we
And I know
talking
you've
about
done
grants?
work, David.
Yeah,
for
do you want to talk
grants.
about this month, or you want to
So,
wait till next?
We
it's-
could talk next month so we can get, are you ready to talk or should we?
There's just so much,
Yeah,
there's so much out there, but I have to contact, with your permission, I'll contact for our Cemetery Commission, the Massachusetts, let me see, Preservation Projects Fund to find out what they got going for 2026. Because there is one available now, but I don't think Jennifer is going to approve it because it has to be done by October 1st. And that's next week. And she's not gonna have anybody do,
That's quick.
yeah, a grant in one week. So other than that, I haven't found anything. But I can contact, am I correct in assuming that both the north and the south are in the historical burial grounds? Or historical
I can
commission?
look up our previous, I know,
Because if they are, we might be able to go through DCR.
No,
the
I
gentleman from the
I think one of them-
historical commission
Yeah.
mentioned
I think only one
a
of
bit
them
on
is.
that.
I think the south is the only one. don't
I
think-
thought they picked certain areas of the north. No?
I'm not sure, but I thought it was just the south.
If you can find out for me, could,
Yeah, I'm not sure.
if they are, then I can contact Massachusetts Department of Conservation and Recreation, because we can go through them for grants also.
Are there multiple places that you can look for grants?
I did it online, but everything is 25 to 26, and when I went in there, they're already approved, they're already
Because
Yeah.
I did a search
done,
on the State Historical Advisory Committee,
okay?
and I just printed it out because when I was going through the minutes, I said, oh, maybe I'll do a quick search, and they had a number of different grants available, and I thought I'd give this to you.
For
you can
now?
review it.
Or for, that expired for this year?
You have to kind of go into each and every
Each and
single
one of
one.
them, right?
I'm sure it's for next year, because this year's come and gone.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Right, so but you have to plan ahead. So like draft deadline, October 10th, 2025,
Okay,
if you wanna,
October, that's gonna
right,
be gone, and I don't
Right.
think Jennifer's gonna, see, the person they have for the grants in the town will not look for the grants. She'll only write the grants for you.
so,
According to
but if we're
Jennifer,
looking for the
We
grants,
have to look for the grants,
and we would probably have to
tell
call.
Jennifer who will.
Sure.
Right,
And
that
then
makes
she'll
sense.
write it up,
Right,
okay,
but
so.
we have to plan for next year now.
We-
Yeah,
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 next
I
year.
think, yeah, this isn't,
Now, my
somebody's
question
not
to
gonna
you.
write a grant in a week.
My question to you
unless
guys is, what do you want the grants, when I contact them, I gotta tell them what the grants would be used for. Is it for the headstones? For fixing the headstones? Is it gonna be for, the turf, cause North Cemetery is very mossy. What are we planning on using the grant money for?
I think we've covered a lot of our items. I did see the turf restoration was one item outstanding if we wanted to get into that.
Yeah.
So,
I would,
That's too late, right?
personally, I would stick with the headstones and everything.
Yeah.
Get the walls, get the headstones repaired, get all that stuff done.
Cause you're not gonna have the headstones done this year.
No, but
But we
you
can
could
pick
go for
some
the,
of
that's
the-
right, go
yeah.
for the grant.
Right.
I would
But the-
stick with the headstones. I
So
think that's
Robin-
very important.
Robin was telling me, and I thought it would be very nice, that they have weeded plants that are purple and blue. Some of them are already in North Cemetery that you're cutting down every time you cut the
The
grass.
thyme, you talking about the thyme?
She didn't call, I don't think she called it thyme.
Time is an herb.
It's an
It can't
herb.
be.
But these are purple and blue flowers, very, very small. They're mixed in with the grass in the North Cemetery. And I just thought that would be, if you look at the North Cemetery, if we put all that in, it's gonna be blue and purple. And he'll be cutting it, but then it'll grow back up again. It would, and the moss wouldn't bother it.
so you just
It
need to
grows-
relax your cutting schedule around the budding of the
It
blue and
doesn't grow
purple
very,
flowers.
doesn't grow very tall either. So, I don't know, just something I heard her say, and
That
I
sounds pretty
thought
psychedelic to me.
I thought I'd bring it up, if you thought it would be a good idea.
I
We
think
can-
it
we
is
can-
to keep on, because that's getting more momentum with,
The whole idea is to help him also, because he doesn't have enough people.
Yeah,
yeah, so you can always say we're in a lull for the blue and purple bloom. The bloom is happening now, and
I'll try to
it's
get a
coming
hold
right
of Robin
from
and see
the
what that,
governor's
what
office.
that was. And then I'll
I
look
got
it
some
up.
information that Dave had, you guys had asked me last week. It was
Sure.
1, 2, 3. Are you done with that part? I just wanted to make sure before I.
Yeah, I guess, are we done?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is
Well,
on.
I remember you guys had asked about
Oh, okay.
the Cherry Hill, and I found,
yeah.
I found I have the 3 half headstones that go where the Goodrich family is, Captain Levi.
Oh, okay.
I have those.
Are they for the adults or the children?
No, they're for the adults. They're for the
Adults.
adults, right? But they're only half, and we can repair them. And like I told you guys, we can have Leominster Monument or Vitelli or whoever
Yeah.
to repair them, and put the names on it. We can. They won't be as high as the other two, but they'll be the originals.
Yep.
They'll be the originals. So
I think we should get a price on that.
so we got those, and then you asked me about that lady that remember I told you about the body that was.
In the South Cemetery?
Yeah, that was, that's right, remember her, and it was in the 4 grave lot, remember, it was
Yeah.
Denise or Nancy or Ann Denise. You guys wanted me to find the headstone, so I found the base. I have a base with all the stuff that we have on the side. I have a base, and I have another headstone that was broken off, and we could use that and have Bobby do the same thing, or Nick Vitelli.
Get a price on that?
Yeah, to clean it up, straighten it out, and put a name on it, and we'll use the base in that. That way you guys don't have to pay nothing, just pay for the fixing of the stone. And then we can put a marker there, that headstone there.
Good.
Okay, that was that, and then the last one was, I have a base, 3 stones for the 3. And then we had talked about the kids in Cherry Hill. I got a stone that we could use, that I can cement in the ground, and you guys can do, we can get a nice plaque, a foot wide, maybe 18 inches, and then you'd have all the kids in their age. And I could set it right
Now,
there.
what are you gonna do to center that, because there's 8 kids,
So-
so that's, how many inches? It's
Well,
3 feet?
there's 6 kids along the wall.
6 kids.
There's 6 kids along the wall, so this is the wall right here.
Yeah.
All the kids are right here, and then there's one boy that's back, that abuts the first boy, and then the father, Captain Levi Goodrich, he's right there. So I figured we'll just center that headstone with those 7 kids right along the wall. You got the 5 headstones up front, and then you have that one stone with a nice bronze plaque with all the kids. And then they'll be recognized. And then we can,
So it'd be one
stone.
stone in the front, but the 5 kids are this way. How does a person know?
Well,
How far
you could go by age, or you could go by, I don't know exactly who's buried where, but I know the six kids are in front.
Okay.
So I don't know but you can go by age. There's young
No,
kids.
but do we separate, do we,
Yeah,
those are the 6 kids over there.
So this is the wall.
Do we
right?
put a marker at each end?
No. This is the wall, right?
Yeah.
And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the kids are all 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're gonna these 2 are completely all intact, right? Those
Yeah.
2 are all intact.
Yeah.
And then we got 3 halves that actually go to the Captain Levi right here.
You're gonna-
And then I think it's his two daughters or a second wife and a daughter. I'm not sure.
That's okay. You're
But-
gonna make that
But the
work.
kids are right here, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a boy here. Well, I don't know if it's a boy or girl, but there's a grave here too. And then I think we could put a piece of granite right here, probably 3.5 feet tall, right in the middle of all 6, and have their names. You can go by age. I think one of them is 3 and 4, and they're young. They're young
Oh.
kids.
Oh, boy.
That's
So you have the records?
I have the records.
Oh, wow.
So then you got.
So we're not really gonna distinguish the graves because it's all gonna
Right.
be grass anyway.
You don't know
Right.
who's
I don't know
buried
who.
where.
I don't know who.
Right.
Right.
No, I know that.
But we know the graves
I'm
are
just
there.
saying,
I know they're there. For
Right.
a fact.
he knows they're there, but
Okay.
we're just gonna keep it as grass anyway.
Right, right.
You're
Yeah,
just
because I
gonna
mow over it anyways, right? But at least we'll have a headstone.
Okay,
Well, at least we'll have a headstone right there, and then the 6th graders are right here, say that's the wall.
okay.
And I have a stone that we can use.
So you're
You guys
saying-
just have to buy a plaque
Okay.
and have that engraved, which both Leominster Monument and Nick Vitelli do.
Just
You know?
just get a price for Leominster.
Sure, yeah.
Monument.
There's 7 names, they're young kids too.
What size, and the size of the plaque?
Yeah, the piece of granite I got is 13 inches, so I would say a foot. I'll talk to Bobby, and Nick. I'll talk to Bobby and Nick. See, I got a granite's 13 inches. We go 12 inches on a plaque. We just gotta figure out how far down we gotta go, And I think that will recognize those kids.
Yeah. Well, they've taken over most of the other cemeteries in the area because they bought the one in Fitchburg too. So, from what I
Really?
understand,
Lemonster Monument?
yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
They bought Vitelmi's or
They bought a Greg Hathaway, I believe it is.
Hathaway, but
Greg
then
Hathaway.
didn't they buy the one on
No,
Nick's
Nick's,
head?
no, Nick and, Nick Vitelli's still there.
Vitelli?
Yeah. I
Okay.
think
Okay.
Mitch retired, but Nick the son has taken over, and he does excellent work, so.
Okay.
Okay, that
Good.
sounds like.
Okay, I just, yeah, those are the three that I
Any
have.
other items? That's it?
Sure. yeah.
Okay.
I just remember we had mentioned, you guys had mentioned it, so I dug up everything that I had over there, and
Oh, that's good.
Okay. And then our future meeting schedule, our next meeting will be October,
Oh,
was it 20?
So you sent a
26.
text.
yeah.
I was confused by that text.
Oh, okay.
You were.
Yes.
We have to reserve the room.
Mm-hmm.
And if I wait till this meeting to then reserve it, someone could have got in and reserved us ahead of time and reserved them that meeting. So what I did was I got into the schedule for the library and I reserved October 3rd. Well, we know October 30th already, and then I got,
You put a November date, that's why I was confused. Because your text said I reserved November session and we won't
Oh,
be meeting
shoot,
until
you know what?
February. I'll show you the text.
Yeah,
So I just
let's
didn't know what
see.
that meant.
I told you when it was gonna be, I didn't put it in.
I thought it was October 26th or something. Oh, I don't know. I put it in my
November, didn't
word.
we do?
And then November?
November, did you write it down?
No. I'll-
I emailed you guys.
October 30th is a Thursday. The 26th is a Sunday.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it was a Wednesday, I think, didn't we say?
Yes, yes.
It was a Wednesday, and I didn't put
Let's
it in
see.
my calendar yet.
Did you send it by email to us?
I did.
Oh, okay. Let me
I
just
sent it
open
to
the
both of
email.
you.
So hold on for one
See
second.
here.
November, oh, I think it was the 19th. I think I said the 19th.
What do we got here?
Okay, this is what you said. I reserved the Lunenburg Public Library conference room for
Yep,
Wednesday, November
November
19th,
19th.
from 6 to 8. I understand this may be our last meeting until February
Right,
2026.
Right, because we're talking about not having one for November and December and January.
That seems like a long time not to have a meeting.
Is-
I mean, I don't know if I didn't hear that, or I just didn't understand, maybe I wasn't.
Oh, okay, so,
I mean, if
what
you
do we
want
have,
one-
what do we have definite now? You said October,
November
19th,
19th,
which is a Wednesday.
yeah.
but how about October?
October's already been scheduled for,
October 30th?
30th?
oh, hold on. Yes, October 30th.
And what day is that on?
That's a Thursday.
Okay, so the
Thursday.
30th, and then November
And
19th.
then November 19th, because the 20th is taken.
Mm-hmm.
And then we thought December might be tight unless we do it in the first maybe
Right, I
2
can see
weeks,
that.
the second week of December?
We could miss, I guess, December. Maybe we reconvene in January. I mean, is there a reason? For me, I think it's important that we are just in front of each other.
Okay, do you want to do December then, like the second week of December?
It's up to you, I'll be here, I'll come
We
if you guys
can,
want
we
me to.
can,
We can even do it earlier if you want. I mean, we could do it
because we have
first.
You
November
got,
19th.
We
You got
could
the
do maybe the
19th. Hold on a
10th, or
second.
like the 7th. It's up to you. Or if you want to wait till January, that's fine. I just didn't think we should miss December and January to go to February. That's what I understood.
Let's do December. We can
Okay.
keep, if we do it, then we can keep the meetings, try to keep them to an hour,
Yeah, that's a good
Or
idea.
under.
Instead of 2 hours and,
since we're at
Yeah,
an hour
sometimes you get
here.
into these meetings, they can last 2-3 hours, you
right,
know?
right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
So we'll just
just keeping tabs.
keep,
Sure. Sounds good.
So you got October 30th, then you got the third week of November. Now you want to go into the first or second week of December, right?
Sure.
What
That
you're
looks
saying?
good, November 19th, so 1, 2, yeah.
If we go,
Like between the 8th and the 12th?
well, you could do that
December?
or the following week because Christmas isn't until there's 5 weeks in December.
Oh my God,
So-
we're talking about Christmas?
I know, right?
Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I was just trying to give us 2
if you've
weeks
been good, you'll get a
before
present.
Christmas, like the 11th.
November 19th.
And
I have to check the library schedule.
Yeah, do you want to check the schedule and just see
And
what
get back
would
to
work?
you. I'll check for the 11th and the 18th and see what's open for Thursday.
So
Okay,
then just going back a step, I think Dave, you said November 19th, that's a Wednesday. Or else my calendar's.
Yes,
Okay.
no, that is, because they didn't have anything on
Okay.
Thursday open.
and we're at 6 PM.
And
I
October
should,
30th.
Check library,
Yes, I already have that one, 6 to 8.
12, 12, 11, or 12, 18.
I sent all you guys that video of the hedges.
Okay,
You're gonna be really surprised.
What's that?
The hedges, when we had that 2.5 feet, you'll be able to see it. You'll be able to see everything. It'll
Yep.
explain it, you know. It was pretty bad. There was nothing you could do about it. It was just,
A freak of
Do
nature,
you
right?
want me to check January now too? If we go into January, it's gonna be, the fourth week is the 22nd. Right
yeah,
after
you
Martin
can, you
Luther
can
King.
pencil it
Yeah.
for that.
That's fine.
Sorry, check the 22nd.
well, I guess I could mention Greg Latanzi, that owns Latanzi, you know, he let us borrow a tank, a 210-gallon tank that he,
Who did?
Greg Latanzi,
Jim?
yeah, Jim, Jim
Jim?
Latanzi, he to get his, for the water, so we'll be able to use the water. I'll use one of my trucks, and I'll strap it down, we can put 210 gallons in it, it should be enough to do every
Who is-
morning.
Who is Jim?
Jim Latanzi, he owns the Hollis
Hollis
Hills and all that.
Oh,
He has those big tanks that he collects the syrup in,
Yep.
and he had a nice, good, clean one, and he was nice enough to let us, have to
Good.
borrow it, you know, and it'll be good. We'll be able to use that instead of renting a tanker truck from not Rip It Up Rentals, Mackey's or whoever, you know. Now we got some. Now we can just fill that up every day
Yeah.
and water the shrubs. Go right down the
Okay.
line, you know. So just wanted to mention that. He's a good guy, so.
Perfect. Okay, any other items for future discussion?
is anybody on? Oh, that's right. we're on.
No, it shut off after 40 minutes.
gotta
on us.
check-
We better keep our
Can I just
40
ask you one
minutes.
quick thing before I
Sure.
forget? Were you going to try to schedule a SIM software type thing?
Yes, okay. I gotta get back to that too. Yeah, I had a couple handful of things.
Do you want me to do
Just-
that?
Just wait till.
Sure.
Okay, I can figure, just, if
Okay.
you can just text me who it is and I'll call
Okay.
him. Is there, and I would
If we-
assume that if we're gonna do like a learning kind of thing, it would be like probably no more than an hour.
Right.
Okay, I'll
If
call him.
we, can we just wait till I figure out if we have the room and then we can do it for our meeting instead of,
Well, we wouldn't do it on public access TV, right,
Yeah,
or videotape.
yeah.
This is,
we,
I think it would, and it would just be a training session,
so-
so do you want to
Right.
dedicate a meeting to training?
well, no,
and then we just tell the public that we're having a training session and we're not having a regular meeting.
but we don't really have to even publicize, do that? I mean, it would be a training. We're not videotaping it,
If
correct?
you're, if
Or how
you're
does-
gonna have it during a meeting,
But,
like the ones that I have to look into, then we have to let the public know.
Well,
that it's not gonna be
let's,
reg-
Donna, we need to find out his schedule. I
Right.
mean, he may only be available mornings or
Then
afternoons.
I can ask the
or-
town what, if there's a particular
Yeah.
rule having to do with
Yeah.
training, if it has to be, I don't think
Yeah,
it has to
sure.
be videotaped, I don't know. I'm the newbie here, so.
Well, I don't think it has to be
We
video.
could all Zoom in, we may not even have to be in a joint
In the same, yeah,
meeting,
that's true,
so-
okay.
Whenever I call those guys, you know, they just take over my computer. I talk to them,
Yeah.
we talk on the phone, then we jump on,
Mhm.
I press a couple buttons, then he takes over my computer, and he can adjust things on my computer, so. Then
So
it
he
shows.
takes over your computer?
Yeah, yes, exactly, he
Okay.
can do that. So,
And
so, yeah, he does that.
I'll call them, we'll figure it out.
Todd or anybody else
Yeah.
interested in it to
Yeah.
see. So we should come up with what I'm primarily interested in the reports and maybe
Yeah.
how we can update some of the plots and do the checking and.
Yeah.
I think the other thing is.
The other thing is,
When they finish the Stillis and Roy, how you import that into.
Right, they'll just put the square right in after we figure out how many lots it is,
Yeah.
right? And then wherever you guys decide to put trees, we'll just do the whole thing first. And then you guys can figure out where you wanna put the trees. And then I can just read them out. As,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, I can read them out, so we're not gonna sell that
Sure.
square and, yeah. So-
but we gotta figure out also, their Sims is not as accurate, is not the same as what you're telling us too. Remember, we got some people that you thought there was so many open graves, and now we're finding out they're not.
Right, so
So-
some of the graves go into the roadways and stuff like that.
We have to,
Yeah,
I'm talking about even north and south
Oh, yeah, no,
cemetery.
I know, yeah.
So we have to figure a way,
Well,
asking them how we're gonna get this straightened out.
Well, that would be, I would take care of that. That would be my job, because that's, you guys don't do that.
We would know where they were, right?
Yes, I know where they are. I know where they all are. But it takes time to do that stuff, to start doing that stuff, you know, putting the red in and doing that. But when someone comes up to me, I think it was, somebody came up, they wanted to buy 4 lots. But you know where the circle is in the North Cemetery, you go down, where the expansion is, that circle? Well, there's 4 lots that go right into that road, and they wanted to buy those 4 lots. So when I met them down there, I explained to them how, so yes, those are 4 lots that I could read out, you know? And there are some more down by the well, when you make the corner. There's a couple lots down there that we have to read out because the lots come in. They just did an aerial view and took the, you know, and just plotted all the lots, you know?
Right,
So you're
but-
right, we have to figure out which ones.
Yeah, because at one time you said there was
Right.
40 or 60 available, but then we found out that they're not, because you
Well,
looked into it.
Right,
yeah,
So
yeah, and so
I'd
you
like to
gotta,
by next year have a definite,
well, then that's what I'll have to do, but that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, it takes a little bit of time to do all that, you know?
So you probably
yeah,
can't
so
do
we,
it until the end of the
we
summer,
could
after
have,
the
we
summer.
could have a
Right, when I'm in
meeting.
my office.
We could have a meeting just on this too, you
Right.
know?
Yes.
Because, you know, you've gotta break it down into, you know, Todd's gotta be on, you gotta physically be validating each
Right,
spot.
Right, exactly.
Then you gotta go back to the computer and update it. And,
Yeah.
and then there's a number of them, so you might have to bring in somebody that you train or something, or does some of the work that you,
Well, I can measure off
Yeah.
the last grave, wherever the last grave is, and if it goes, say this is the road, this is the last headstone, and there's 4 graves here, I'll know right away, and then I'll just write them out, but, you know, I just never had time to really get into that little specific thing of it. But if anybody asked me, said, oh, I wanna go right over here, then I'd look at it and say, oh, that's an area where, you know, you can't do that right there.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, okay, you know, no worries, you know.
okay, I guess that's
Okay.
it.
all right, so we can, I can put that on our agenda for next meeting and we
Okay.
can talk about it, but I think we'd probably really wanna do a breakout meeting to get into.
I think what you guys did, walk in the cemetery like that, I think that's a big plus.
We
You
need to
guys-
do that
I
periodically,
think you should.
at least
I
a
think that's-
couple
yeah,
times a year.
Absolutely. I think
Or
you guys should see it,
every,
yeah.
3
Before we
months.
adjourn,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the pump down Adler Street, or
The one you go to all the time?
the one I go there all
Is
the
it
time.
still
Oh,
it's tight?
fix it, please.
Still tight, huh?
Oh,
I just put brand new guts in that too.
I have to bring water from home. I just can't,
It's that tight, huh?
I can't pump it.
All right, I'll take a look at it, all right, because I just put brand new guts in that, it was leaking like a sieve, and, yeah, see, they gotta get worn in, that's what it is, you know, all right.
All right, we'll consider that public comment.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure since he was here.
How do you guys like the staining the boys did?
Good?
Nice
Very
job,
good.
nice job.
Oh,
They
yeah.
sanded it all down, I believe,
I'll have to look at
I'm
that.
not sure, I think Dave Passio's, one of his boys, and there's a bunch of other kids, they all built that stuff, and, so I had I keep saying kids, they're young men and they're in college, you know. They're gonna be lawyers and doctors, here I am calling kids. They got right into it, and I had another gentleman, a volunteer, I can't think of his name now, he lives over in Hickory Hills. Did a great job, his mother brought him, I think like 6 times. I can't think of the kid's name now. But
Are Scouts or by himself as a volunteer?
he was a volunteer
Yeah.
by himself,
Yeah,
and he did a great job, worked with the 2 guys, the 2 kids, and they sanded everything down, and they sanded everything down, did 2 coats inside and 3 coats on the outside. And once I do the power washing and stuff, I know there's some moss up on the shingles. They're fine. It's just gonna be power washed off, cleaned off a little bit. So once I get whoever comes in to clean the headstones later on or whatever, we'll have them clean off those 4 pumps. Okay, so they look great.
yeah.
They look absolutely great, and they'll be there for a long time.
Do you have,
The float
like,
pumps?
if people need to do work for specific organizations, like youth organizations, they have to do some do you have a punch list of stuff?
I have a
like
lot of
that?
things that I could have
We can
kids
just
do,
refer
paints.
them to you?
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
After 2019, it was hard. I couldn't get the prisoners anymore. It was
Yeah.
hard to get them. I only got them 1 day this year.
Really?
I used to get them 3 or 4 times in the
Why is
spring.
that?
I don't know, COVID. I don't know. After COVID, it just seemed like everything dropped off. I mean, I had his boy and all the scouts doing, like I was telling you about the granite with the chain in the north and those steps. I had a couple of those guys, the kids there. We did the flagpole.
Flagpoles, yeah. The
But after 19, after
the trash
2020.
bin
Yeah?
Yep,
boxes, right?
Yep.
Oh, we only got
Straightening
2 pumps
stones.
in our cemetery, right?
We
The other
have
one-
3, but the top one don't work.
That's right.
Only until after July, the second, third week of July, then it runs out, because it's only 8 feet deep. It's all full of silt, but
Right.
we don't have a pump truck to clean it out. And I can't get we have a clam that cleans out the catch basins, but it's too big to get in there, I tried. So Bill and I talked about, they're supposed to purchase a pump truck that clean out sewers and drains and stuff like that, not sewers, but drains. And
So the water department wouldn't have something like that?
I
No?
don't think so, no, not a,
No.
They don't have a small one.
That's,
I guess-
that's the well too?
So-
Clean out
yeah, the wells, right.
Okay.
So I got all the depths and everything, but it's the one up by, when you come in the
Up
main
the
entrance to the
north,
right.
yeah,
Yeah, after July 4th, that runs right out, because it's so shallow, you know. But the ones down below and the one on the other side,
What's
they stay full.
what's the cost to digging it deeper?
Well, that's a lot of work. The best thing to do is, like I said, get the suction pump in there, and I'm sure whoever built it back in the day, they probably went 8-9 feet like the other ones.
Right.
But see, there's like I said, there's 8-10 feet, so there's probably 3 feet of silt in there. So that's 3 feet that the water comes up, the
Right.
dirt comes up, so that just runs right out. And that's a very used area right there. That's a very common area.
Yeah.
A lot of flowers there.
Yeah,
So Bill and I talked about, I guess they're gonna buy a pump truck. I'm not 100% sure, but I thought that was on the agenda for Bill to get a pump truck. And once we do, we'll stick that thing down there and suck all that dirt right out of there. Hopefully we can have water,
Okay.
good.
But you're right, I know what you're saying. It goes dry quick,
Yeah.
Goes dry quick.
Any other public comment from the board? Any public comment from?
I'm just happy that we're getting some things done. And you guys are really involved, and I think it was great that you guys came out to the cemetery and looked around and really put your hands on, looked at everything.
We'll do it again in the spring or summer.
Absolutely.
So I guess I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion, we adjourn at 7:14 PM.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.